you think it's possible to get something in effectively a landscape feature based on the topography.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
And that thing that you're thinking of would be a ditch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've got no concerns that we open up a ditch and there's so much stuff coming out of it, or it's so big it's too much to take away.
Machine down the bottom.
About the right size.
It's not.
You have the machine.
Yeah, we have got the machine, and we think. Obviously, we're going to watch it, but we'll machine down to the bottom. If we hit anything on the way down, that'll be exciting and great, and we'll stop.
Fantastic. But you're happy to just go for it?
Yeah, no, I don't think there'll be any problem at all with the Cardiff guy. They'll be quite happy with that.
Okay. So, now my thought with the television hat on is that for Caroline, when she arrives, bang on the site, she's got a certain amount of fun and games to do with tone.
Sure.
Which usually requires a certain amount of empty space and thoughtful processing to do it. On your...
I've been through this with my cameraman. My stuff with Tony is fast, really fast, really quick.
Okay.
So we can get into this real fast. That was the thing that I really wanted to do.
And the other thing is, we're originally planning to do your opening PTC with Tony in that entrance is a long way away from there. So if we had a digger working there, it's not going to screw up your opening scene with Tony.
Okay. Well, I think probably the first thing is, I think, although it implies 3 days that we're going to be rat-arsing around 3 days solid. In reality, it's not necessarily the case. In that most of the time we're evaluating geophysics results. Let's face it. So from our point of view, what I'd like to do from Caroline's point of view, I would like her to have a bit of space and time to settle that first scene in the Tony. It's the first one of these she's done, although she knows a lot about time team. And I would like you to have the space to feel okay about that and do Tony's piece.
Yeah.
I think we can line out where we want to put that trench across the ditch. You guys can say it's going to be there.
Yeah.
Give Caroline a bit of time to sort that out, and then we can go in.
Fine, no, that's cool.
By and large, doing the Tony piece, it's quite handy not to have too much noise around.
It's not going to be anywhere near far away.
No, even though it's far. But I would also like us to feel we haven't got to really bang into this with too much steam, although that's a funny thing for me to say, isn't it? What will happen then is that Jimmy's going to do that transect.
We could have a scene where we discuss where we put it, because that's the other thing to do.
Okay. But I think one of the things that there's a scene in here which is in Caroline's script is that Jimmy is going to be there doing that transect. And I think one of the things we can usefully sort out, if you and Neil want to have a think about how wide that strip comfortably could be just as a first run, and if that's, can I draw on this? Is this some unique document?
But I mean, if we're going to spot 10 metre round harnesses with any hope of any chance of finding it, it's got to be 20 metres.
Well, these are 20 metres, so if we say to Jimmy, how about that as the first transect, then effectively that allows that to take place.
Yeah, but it's going to go right across, so it's going to take, if we're doing it...
It's a bit further than that, remember. It goes, that's the end, but it goes...
So
goes
1, 2...
Well, it's not
there, is it?
Okay, well we should...
It's not too far, it's about another 2 squares.
We should talk to Jimmy tonight.
Yeah, I think we need to find out.
What would that be? The reason for that is that gives us the option then of potentially putting in something here before we wait for the whole geophysics to be done.
Oh God, yes.
Oh no, that's why we want to do it. We want to get that trench in. We want to start that trench to 11ish.
11ish is what we were.
Yeah, it's thing. So I mean,
take on Tony, and the strategy scene with you guys is going to be
so if we say
the only point of the strategy scene is you're going to go with what you see.
I mean, if you were saying you get out there at 9, you have your talk with Tony at 9, 10 o'clock. We could start the trench over the end of that ditch, and 11 o'clock, hopefully geophysics are ready, and we start on the area.
Yeah, we don't mind how you actually manage it telly-wise, as long as we get stuck into that ditch.
Good.
I'm pragmatic.
No, I mean,
nothing if not pragmatic.
Yeah, we want to
get you a drink.
We want to see stuff.
You can, Tim.
Right, jolly good.
We want to see the stuff.